Good afternoon, yogis. Welcome. Welcome to 5 Seasons Yoga with Kelly. I'm Kelly. So happy to have you here to join us again. We're going to do a little flow to tone up a bit. So if you have a block at home, if you want to grab it, you only need one block, but trust me, you can do this without a block. I did the whole flow myself without a block, but in some places, it's nice to use a block. We're going to use it in between the legs. It just shows you where to activate the inner thighs, outer hips, and some of the postures in yoga. You could have a towel that you roll up, a thicker towel that you roll up, or I've used a blanket, and I've also used pillows for things like this. Just put the pillow in between my leg, not a soft pillow like you might sleep with, but maybe a pillow from a couch or a chair, something that's a little more stiff. But again, you could do the whole thing without it. You don't have to have a block. I did yoga, wow, I want to say 5-7 years. I had no blocks. I didn't even have a mat. I did yoga at home, and I just did it on a blanket that I had designated as the yoga blanket. Everything I ever did that needed blocks, I just did it without. So you are totally fine to go without the block. We can't really do music the way we're doing this. So if you have music at home you want to put on and you can still hear me, go for it. So I'll give you a second here if you need to grab anything. If you want to do that, and I will make my way to my mat. And you can get started however you like. You could sit up tall, cross-legged. You could be on your shins. You could take a child's pose. I'm going to start lying on my back today. A lot of times when we start on our back, it's an indication we're going to do some core before we get started. And it is the indicator today. But we're going to start nice and relaxed, connecting to the body to begin with. So your whole spine is on the mat if you want to start the way that I'm starting. And then I'm going to take my feet as wide as the mat. The sides of the feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. And I'm just going to let my knees fall into each other. So it's kind of a knot knee. Knees are falling in towards each other. They may not touch. That's okay. This is just a great release for the low back. So if you feel here, you can feel the whole low back is spread onto the mat or onto the ground if you don't have a mat. And it's just great support for the low back, especially if you have any low back issues. You could always take this as your Shavasana pose too if you have low back issues. Arms can just be alongside the body, palms face up. Nice long neck, slight tuck of your chin, softly close your eyes, connecting into the body here. Let's take a big cleansing breath to start. Blow all your air out. Get all the air out that you can out of your nose. And a big inhale through the belly, into the lungs, up to the collarbone. Fill yourself up with fresh air. And then open your mouth, even sigh it out. Just let go wherever you can. And then softly close the lips. Relax the face, the jaw, chest. Feel your shoulders release down further. Soften the belly. Arms, hands. And taking time to notice all of your body parts that are making contact with the earth. Soles of your feet. The glutes, the back of the hips. The back of the pelvis, middle back, upper back, back of your shoulders and arms, back of your hands, and the back of your head. Finding a sense of surrender here, a softness in the body. No holding on or clinging anywhere. Begin to shift your awareness to inside the body, starting to notice how you feel today. So important, physically, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. What's going on in this beautiful body you've been given? Give yourself time to do this. So let go of everything else off of the mat. To the best of your ability. And standing in the body with loving kindness, no judgment, no diagnosing yourself, just being aware of what's going on. And then we'll shift the awareness to the breath in and out of the nose. So the mouth is relaxed, lips are closed. We just want to take a long, no forcing or straining. And a complete exhale out the nose. Feel the body falling back down, softening, letting go naturally. And again, a big inhale through your nose. Exhale out the nose. And then just take 3 more on your own. 3 deep breaths. All right, let's pull our knees into our chest. Give ourselves a big squeeze, maybe sway from side to side on your low back a little bit. And then this is one of my favorite core exercises. I've been doing it a lot in the past week, so I am super sore, but hopefully we can get through about 10 together. And we're going to use the block for the long ways in between my feet. And my legs are straight, the feet are flexed, and I'm holding that block. If your legs have to be bent, that's okay. So I'm also going to read on the lower belly. That's where you'll probably feel it tomorrow. Hold it here. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly, slow is the name of the game, lower down. Block in between the feet, hover, reach. On our exhale, come right back up. If you have a block, grab the block with your hands this time. And inhale, slowly lower, reach. Exhale, come back up. If you have the block, switch it to the feet. If you don't have the block, you just reach up to touch. Inhale to lower, and you keep alternating. Exhale, coming back up. Use those core muscles. Inhale to lower. Keep that belly in. Low back down. Exhale, come back up. Inhale to lower. Keep going. Exhale up for 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale up for 4. Inhale, lower. Keep going. Exhale up for 3. I feel it. Inhale, lower. Exhale up for 2. Inhale, lower, hover. And exhale up for 1. You did it. Inhale, slowly with control, lower. And just move the block over to the side. I'm going to put it on this side so you can see me. Give yourself a big body stretch. Point your toes, your fingers. Reach up over your head with your arms. Let the spine arch up, but then press the back of those ribs down onto the mat. Reach, reach, stretch, breathe. So good. Pull your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Sway on that low back. And then hands come to the back of your thighs and we'll roll up about 3 times on our spine. Lengthen your spine from tailbone to shoulders. Keep a slight tuck of your chin. And make your way all the way up. Very good. You might feel that tomorrow. If you don't, do it again tomorrow. So good for the low belly. All right, we're going to make our way to hands and knees. No, we're not. We're going to sit down first. Let's get a little bit into the neck and the side body, and we'll do some twisting before we come up to hands and knees. So we're just going to drop our sitting up nice and tall, any cross-legged position. You could be on your shins if you need to. And we're just going to drop our chin to our chest. So shoulders slide down the back, your hands are relaxed. Chin to chest, just noticing any sensations down the sides of your neck into the tops of your shoulders, upper back. Sometimes if your neck's really tight, you might feel this down to the low back. And we're just going to make little half circles, ear to shoulder. So on your inhale, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Exhale, we come back down, chin to chest, head is heavy. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And we just keep going side to side like that. Exhale, chin comes down. Inhale to your right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. And noticing any new sensations that come up as you do this. You at home might find a spot that's tight or a knot somewhere, and maybe you want to stay with that spot a little bit longer, move through it slower. So just use your breath. Just keep going from shoulder to shoulder, half neck circles. Spine's nice and long. And then the next time you come to center, we're just going to gently lift the head back up. Very good. And then we're just going to take some side body stretches. So it doesn't matter which way you start, but I'm taking my right hand down, left arm reaches up and over. Try to keep both sit bones down, right arm up and over. Try to keep your hips and shoulders in line. And we'll flow that. Inhale, center. Exhale, reach up and over to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, up and over to the other side. Shoulders slide down the back. One more time in each direction. Inhale brings you up. Exhale, reach up and over. Big breath in through center. Big breath out, reach over to the other side. Inhale back to center. And then we'll twist to the right. Left hand comes outside the right thigh. Right hand comes behind you. Big inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, we twist towards the right. Think of lengthening up through the spine, through the crown of the head. Try to broaden your collarbones. Belly breathing here. Inhale, coming back through center. And exhale, twisting to the left. Right hand outside of the left thigh, left hand behind you. Sitting up nice and tall, twisting towards your left. No forcing here. And then we'll just flow that 3 times. Inhale to center. Exhale, twisting towards your right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist towards the left. 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. 1 more on each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale through center. And exhale, twist. And inhale back to center. Now we'll make our way to tabletop, hands and knees. for some cat-cows. We're gonna take 3 in each direction. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, fingers spread super wide. We'll start with cow. Big inhale, drop the belly, shoulder blades pressed together on the back, heart forward, lifting up through the crown. Slow exhale, tuck the tailbone, pull the belly up and in, round your spine, chin into the chest. Inhale, cow, expanding. Exhale, cat, contracting, navel up and in. One more in each direction. Big inhale to arch. And exhale to round. Coming back to a tabletop, you want to move your hands forward, ahead of the shoulders. We're coming to downward facing dog. Some people say hands width distance forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back. So have your block kind of close to the middle of your mat. It's okay if you don't. You can just grab it when we need it. Downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Pressing away from the mat, pressing into your fingers, the base of your knuckles, lifting out of your shoulders, chest towards your thighs, navel up and in. You're trying to press the back of your thighs towards the back wall. And again, if this is your first down dog today, you may need bent knees. Just keep lifting that tailbone towards the sky. And then we're just going to walk our hands towards our feet here. On your next inhale, we're just going to roll up nice and slow through the spine, coming to standing. Soft knees, heavy hands in the head, navel up and in, come all the way up. Roll your shoulders a little bit, grab a block if you have it. We're going to do half sun salutations, but with the block. So you want to take the block in between your thighs, bring it up as high as you can. And then you want to stand, maybe your big toes touch, to where you can squeeze this block in between your thighs. That activates the inner thighs, outer hips, the butt, the belly. This takes a lot of weight off the low back. So anytime in yoga, we're trying to activate these muscles, even though you may not be cued to do that. And the inner thighs is a big one that needs worked a lot of times. So squeezing that block, feel that. Right away, you feel a lot more lightness in the low back, at least for me. Big inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Look up, lengthen through your side body, soft shoulders, squeeze your block. Exhale, we're gonna hinge from the hips, navel in, coming all the way down with a flat back, heart's leading the way. Forward fold, release your head and neck. Flat back on your inhale, squeeze that block. Lengthen your spine, slight tuck of your chin, shoulders back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Even with the block, your knees could be bent if you need it. Just keep squeezing. Inhale, coming to standing. Let's come up with a flat back, arms reaching out to the sides. Palms touch over the head, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Awesome. 2 more times like that. Big inhale, squeeze that block, reach up. Exhale, still squeezing, hinge from your hips, reach through your fingers, come all the way down. Flat back, breathe in, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Big inhale to standing, coming all the way up, squeezing the block. Exhale, hands at heart center. And again, big inhale lifts you up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, coming down. Flat back, breathe in. Breathe out, let it go. Up to standing, squeeze your block, big inhale takes you up. Exhale, hands at heart center. So good, keep squeezing that block. We're gonna use it as we come down. Big breath in, takes you up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, flat back. Bring your hands down on your exhale. Keep block, but walk yourself back out to a downward facing dog. And just feel the difference, squeezing that block in your down dog. Hopefully you can feel the lightness in your spine, the low back, as you activate the outer hips, the glutes, the inner thighs, bellies up and in. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Nice. All right, we're going to drop to our knees. You can take your block, move it to the side. Line yourself back up again. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We're going to take the left leg back behind us. Toes are tucked to start with. We're going to take supported side plank on the right side. So I have to rotate from the knee on the right leg. I have to rotate my right foot off a little bit. If you can keep your leg in line with your knee, go for it. I can't. And then you're going to roll onto the inner edge of your left foot. Left hip stacks on top of the right. Left arm reaching up. Left shoulder stacks on top of the right shoulder. Even press into your fingertips here. Push yourself out of your mat. Not dumping into the shoulder. You want to push out. Navel and activate your glutes. See if you can lift your left leg parallel. And just align with your foot. Spread your toes. Hold it here. There's a lot going on right here with balance and strength building. If you want to take this a little bit further and get a bind in, you can bend that left knee, grab a hold of your left foot or ankle with your left hand, and then you could just stay right here, pulling the heel towards your bottom, getting a hip flexor stretch, or you can kick your left foot into the left hand, pressing the belly, the chest forward as you roll the shoulders back. Breathe here. Try to see if you can keep your hip, knee, and foot all in the same alignment here. So the same height. Try not to lift your foot up high. Try to keep it in line with the hip. Take one more big inhale here. And on your exhale, gently release, back out. Left hand's coming down to the mat. Left toes tucked onto the mat. Take a big inhale, pull your right knee in towards your chest. So you're in a plank pose, right knee in towards the chest. Take an exhale, okay, lifts to the sky. Rotate that right knee. Shake your head yes and no here. Keep both armpits pointing down. Another big inhale, straighten that right leg, square the hips. Release the right foot down, back to more like that, belly in. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale, plank. And exhale, down dog. We're just going to walk ourselves to the top of the mat. So look just past your hands. Take your time. Take your feet as wide as your hips are wider. Ragdoll pose. You can either hang your hands down, grab opposite elbows. Soft shoulders, neck, and head. Navel up and in. Find movement or stay still. Close your eyes here, just feel into your body. I've been practicing yoga since 2012. I always said I was not interested in doing yoga. But the thing I love about yoga is you get out of that monkey mind for a while, you find some peace. You start to love yourself. You start to accept yourself where you are, for what you have to offer. And you just learn to let go. All of these things are very challenging. But through yoga, every time you come to the mat, it's a new learning experience. You learn something new about yourself. Let's release the hands down. We're going to heel toe our feet to touch. So we want the big toes to touch, a little space in between the heels. We're coming to chair, so bend your knees, big inhale. Sink your hips, arms reach up over your head. Chair pose. So peek over your knees, you want to be able to see those toes. Sinking your weight down through your heels. Tailbones tucked under, belly up and in, soft shoulders. Staying in chair, we're going to interlace our fingers behind the low back, palms pressed together, shoulder heads roll back. See if you can lift your arms up. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, we're going to fold over the legs and let the hands come up over the head towards the ground. Shoulder heads stay rolled back, shoulders away from the ears, and maybe you can straighten your legs. Breathe here. If this just wasn't possible for you, you could always grab opposite elbows and just keep lifting the elbows up. If you do have your fingers interlaced, try to keep a tiny, tiny bend in the elbows. Bend your knees, inhale back to chair pose. Sink the hips, reach the arms up over the head. On your exhale, stay in chair, hands come to heart center. So we're gonna, little balance challenge here. Let's put all of our weight into the right foot. Stay with your bent knee and chair, but try to lift your left heel off the ground. Some people call this a flamingo. Hold here for 3, keep sinking. 2, shoulders back, belly in. 1, we're going to slowly move through a warrior 3, but place that left foot down. Whoop. Left hand down on the ground, right hand into. So you're in a lunge, easy twist, right hand to the sky. Gaze up towards your right hand if that's okay on your neck. Press the shoulder blades back, roll that right shoulder open, pull your right hip back. Take one more big inhale here. And exhale, right hand comes down. We're gonna move to our vinyasa. So inhale to plank. Take a big inhale on your plank, shift forward just a little bit on the toes. Drop to your knees if you need to. Exhale, coming down to my belly for this first one. All the way down. Elbows in towards the body. Big inhale to peel the heart up off the floor, any amount. Exhale to melt the heart back down. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Take a big breath in, and big breath out. Very good. Coming back to our hands and knees, we'll do all that on the other side. In between here, though, we'll take cat-cows again. 3 in each direction. Inhale, dropping the belly, shoulders press back, cow. Exhale, rounding the spine, pressing away from the mat, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Big inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. And we'll find a neutral spine. This time we're taking the right leg back, toes are tucked. I'm going to rotate my left foot off the mat for balance and support. And then we're going to roll onto the right inner inside of the right foot. Right hip stacks on top of the left, right shoulder on top of the left, right hand to the sky. Again, you can press into your fingertips here to get out of the wrist. Push yourself out of your left shoulder, pull yourself up. Activate your glutes and core, lift that right leg, flex the right foot, toes spread. And then again, you can stay right here, or you can take the bind, bending the right leg, grabbing a hold of the right foot or ankle with your right hand. You could stay right here, or you can kick your right foot into that right hand, belly and chest presses forward as shoulders roll back. Trying to keep your hip, knee, and foot all at the same time. Knee. So good for those abdominals. And gently we'll release. Right hand comes down. Right toes tuck under. Big inhale, left knee to your chest. You're in a plank here, shoulders over the wrist. Take an exhale, strong legs. Big inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back. Open that hip, bend the knee. Both armpits face the mat. Press out of your hands. Try to lift that knee. Inhale, straighten the leg. Rotate the left hip back down. Release your left foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we'll come forward to plank. Maybe on your exhale, you can do a half push-up. Just a little bit. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll try that again. Inhale to plank. Come forward a little bit. You could drop your knees. Exhale, bend your elbows into the body. Inhale, back to plank. Downward facing dog. One more. Inhale to plank. Drop your knees if you need it. Exhale, bend the elbows just until you raise the body, shoulders back. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Gently walking the feet. Back up for a ragdoll. Feet hip distance or wider. Release the chest over your legs. Again, you can have your hands hanging. You can grab opposite elbows. Knees bend or straight, but definitely your belly in. Low belly pulls up and in. Shoulders are soft. Head is heavy. Come back to your breathing. In and out of your nose. Notice how you're feeling. What's going on in the body now. And then we'll release the hands down. We're going to heel toe the hips. Inhale. Arms reach up over the head. Tailbones reaching to the ground. Sink low. And then we're going to interlace our fingers behind the back again. This time, other index finger on top. Roll the shoulder heads back as you press the palms together. Keep that belly in though. Try to lift your arms. Big inhale. Exhale, melting over your knees. Arms lift up. And then you can keep the knees bent or you can straighten the legs if that feels okay on your hamstrings. Shoulders away from the ears, rolling back. Palms pressing together. Steady, smooth breathing. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, hands come to the low back, bend those knees. Inhale, scoop the arms up over the head. Exhale, hands at heart center. Balancing in our flamingo or one-legged squat here. Right heel to your bottom. Sink down low. Maybe your foot has to be closer to the ground. That's okay too. 4, 3, shoulders back, belly in. 2, 1, steady gaze. We're gonna slowly move through warrior 3. And then we're gonna lower the right foot, right hand down to the mat. You're gonna lunge, left arm to the sky. Keep sinking those hips down. Think of pulling the left hip back, right hip pressing forward. Reaching through your fingers, roll that left shoulder open. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, left hand comes down for our vinyasa. Exhale, inhale, plank. Take a big inhale here. Your choice how you do this. I'm going to drop to my knees. Exhale, knees drop. Bending the elbows just until they graze the ribs. Inhale, up dog. Heart forward, shoulders back. Squeeze the bottom. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're going to take a little child's pose here. Knees wide, big toes touch. Sink your hips back. Release the chest, forehead down. 5 rounds of breath here. So softening down, regrouping in your child's pose. Noticing how you feel. Any observations you can make in the body, now's the time to take them. Very good. All right, we're coming back to tabletop. Man, time goes so fast. Back to tabletop, back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. We're going to take a big inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. On our exhale, knee towards your nose and step that right foot gently through to the ground. We're going to rotate the back heel down. We're coming to warrior two. So back foot's kind of parallel to the back of the mat. Toes slightly in. Big inhale, cartwheel your hands up. Warrior two. All 5 toes are facing the front edge of the mat. Bend. You can always adjust when you get up here. If you need to go wider or if you need to shorten your stance, shoulders stack over the hips. Arms reaching out to the sides, palms down, gazes over front middle finger. You want to be able to see your big toe over your right knee. Active left leg, this glute squeezing, pelvic floor up and in, navel in, soft shoulders. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand to the sky, left hand just barely grazes this back leg. Hold it here, keep sinking into this front knee. You'll want to come out. Just keep sinking. Take a big inhale. Exhale, side angle. Right forearm to your right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. There's a slight tuck of your tailbone here. Pubic bones pointing up towards the navel. Shoulders down, reaching through your left hands. So we're going to flow that. The legs stay the same. You're building lots of strength in these legs here. We activate from the core. Big inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, side angle. Keep those legs strong. 2 more. Breath in, reverse. Keep pressing through your feet. Breathe out, side angle. Breathe in, reverse. Breathe out, side angle. Keep that belly in. Hold here. Back to side angle. There is an option for a bind here. You could take your left hand, wrap it around the low back, grab a hold of your right thigh, your shirt, your pants, wherever you can get. Really rotate that left shoulder open towards the sky. If you've been doing yoga for a while, you could take the full bind. Right hand reaches in below, grabbing a hold of the left fingers, really pressing the shoulders back. So if this makes you round like this, don't go with this. You want to be able to straighten both sides of the body, sides of the upper body. Otherwise, just stay in the bind or keep your left arm up and over. Side angle. You might be feeling that right leg keep sinking. All right, big inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, legs stay in warrior two, hands at heart center. We're gonna come to standing figure 4 or half pigeon at the top of the mat. So this is a big step. Left foot's coming up to take the left ankle on top of the right knee. You might have to take it in more than one. Oh, that right leg is on fire. Bring the left ankle just above the right knee. Press that left knee back. 4 shape with your legs. And then coming back to chair, we sink the hips like this. So toes on the left foot are flexing back, shoulders down, heart forward, belly in. How low can you go? Let that left glute and hip open up. Steady gaze on the ground, deep breathing. 4, 3, 2. If you're shaking or falling out, let yourself do that. 1. Big inhale, come back up. Exhale, release that left foot to the right. Big breath in, reach the arms up over your head. Exhale, hinge from your hips, coming down. Big breath into a flat back. Exhale, step back to your plank, or you can skip this and go straight to down dog. Big inhale in your plank. Exhale, halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing. Big breath in here. Doing so good. Big breath out. Other side. Breathe in, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee towards your nose. And gracefully step the left foot in between your hands. Rotate the right heel down. On your next inhale, warrior 2, press into your feet, cartwheel your hands up. Warrior 2. Take time, check your alignment here. Always adjusting when needed. Next inhale, reverse the warrior. Left hand to the sky, soft shoulders, belly in. Keep bending into that left leg. One more big inhale here. Exhale, side angle. Left arm to your left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Try to rotate that right shoulder, roll it back towards the sky. Strong right leg, reaching through the right fingers. And we're gonna flow that big inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle, keep the leg strong. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back to side angle. You can take that half bind if you like here as you hold. Strong legs. Feel your feet pressing down. Shoulders back and down. Or you can take the full bind on this side if you relax the face and jaw. It's not all effort. Next, inhale, reverse. Keep your legs the same. Exhale, hands at heart center, warrior two. All right. Right foot's coming to the top. See if you can do it without letting your foot drag like I did on the other side. Oh, I almost had it that time. All right, doesn't matter. Different times of the day you can do these things. Sometimes you are better in the morning, sometimes at night. Right ankle just above the left knee, right toe. Hands can stay at heart center. Press that right knee back. Then we're sinking down into our chair. Squeeze your belly up and in. Soften your shoulders. See how low you can go. Let that right hip and glute open. Four, three, wherever you're at. 2, 1. Big inhale, come back to standing. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Big breath in, arms up over your head, reach up, lengthen. Exhale to plank or cobra, heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last down dog, you did it. Shake your head, yes and no. Take any movements that feel good here. Sway from side to side. And then we're coming down to hands and knees for camel. And I'm going to use the block for camel. Again, if you don't have the block, you don't have to use it. If you have a towel or a cushion, you could just put that in between your legs. We're going to do it in between the legs, just like we did when we did our half Sun Salutations. So coming up on your knees, and you want to take that block in between your thighs. And again, this just helps really support the low back, activating all the muscles you need to stay out of the low back. Anytime you can do any exercise with the block, it's just so beneficial for building strength here. All right, you're on your shins. If you don't have a block and you're just going without anything, you want your knees about hip distance. Some people say a fist or two in between the knees. You want squeezing your block, pressing forward with your hips, lifting up, finding length. Take a big inhale here. Press the shoulder blades and elbows towards each other. This is camel right here, down through the upper back. Your head can stay up or you can let it fall back. Camel. If you want to take it further, then you gently release your hands towards your ankles. Keep pressing your hips forward as you squeeze that block. And think of rounding the back like you're rounding over a big ball. Breathe. That's so easy to talk like this. Shoulders away from the ears. If you're in the full expression, squeeze your block. Gently release one hand from the ankle at a time. Come back up. And then we'll all come back down onto our bottoms. Bottoms to the heels. Just pausing for a moment. You can move your block aside, but not too far away. And then we'll just take a little twist here to counterbalance that big back bend. Hands over the knees. Hands over the knees, no. Shoulders over underneath the left arm, sliding through until the back of your right hand's on the ground, your right shoulder, right side of your face comes down. And then you can walk your hands forward here, or there is a bind here too. You can take the left arm around the low back, grab a hold of your shirt, your thigh, your pants, wherever you can get to. Roll that left shoulder open. Let the right shoulder, right side of your face press into the mat. Breathe. If you have the bind, take a big inhale, lift that left hand back to the sky. On your exhale, wherever you're at, left hand comes back in front of your face. Inhale to de-thread the needle, press into your left hand, right hand lifts up. And exhale, right hand comes right back down under the right shoulder. Other side, big inhale, left hand to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, this time coming down to the left shoulder, left side of your face, left palm facing to the sky. And again, right hand can just crawl out in front as far as you can take it, or you can take the bind, right hand around the low back, grabbing the hold of your shirt, your thigh, wherever you can get to. Allow that left shoulder to release down as you roll the right shoulder open. Breathe, relax your face and jaw. If you have the bind, inhale to release the arm back up. On your exhale, right hand comes in front of your face on the mat. Inhale to de-thread, press into your right hand, left hand lifts back to the sky. And exhale, left hand down. All right, we're gonna grab this block one last time, in between the thighs. Again, if you don't have block, you don't need it. It's just an option. And you want it flat to the front of your legs and it's sticking out the back. I know it's awkward, but who cares? It's strengthening those inner thighs, which are very hard to get to. We'll come all the way to our bellies, however you can get there. Squeezing that block in between your legs. Our arms are gonna come down alongside the body, palms face down, so the fingers reaching towards the feet. Chin down, take a big inhale. Big exhale. Next inhale, everything comes up. Squeeze that block. Inhale, lift the feet, the arms, fingers, the feet. Fingers are spread wide. Shoulders pressed together, belly in. Lift, lift, keep breathing. Slight tuck of your chin, nice long neck here. Keep squeezing and breathing. Stay with it, let it shake. Squeeze that block. Take one more big inhale, lift a little higher. Ooh, and exhale, release down. Pose. Hips stay over your knees, your chest, chin or forehead down to the ground. Puppy pose, so you're letting the heart melt towards the ground. Hips stay up high and over your knees. Breathe. Trying to broaden the upper back here. So you want to try to roll the armpits towards each other a little bit. Steady, deep breathing. Starting to really slow down now. Start to press in your hands so you can come back up nice and easy. Walk your hands back towards you. And we're going to come to our bottom. Swing your legs around out in front. Such good work. There's a lot of toning, building muscle and strength that we need. And like I said, it's different every day for your body. So if you did this at this time of the day, you might be able to balance. Maybe you can't if you do it at night. You might be more balanced. Some people are more balanced in the morning. So it's different every time you do it. We are going to take a forward fold. Come out in front of you so you can see. We're just going to take it really slow. Your feet fall out wherever they naturally go. Knees could be bent if you need it. It's kind of like a yen pose here. The only difference is our muscles are warm. Sitting up, reach forward on your exhale, and then just melt over your legs. Now you might be up really high still. That's totally fine. Just let the spine round, head hang down. Turn your palms to face up so you're not tempted to make something happen here. Just breathe into the whole back body. So even like this, when we're letting gravity take over, this is such a great stretch for the entire back body, from the feet, backs of the legs, up the spine, into the neck, through the head. And forward folds are super calming to your body. Notice how everything just starts to slow down. Stay with your breath. Soften everything that you can. Easy breathing in and out of your nose. Just let gravity naturally pull you down. Eyes can be closed. And then slowly rolling back up, take your time. And then we'll come to our back. So you might have to scoot yourself forward a little bit. Coming on your back, bring your legs with you. Knees into the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. You did so good. It was a big workout. If you want to turn this into a happy babies are always great before you come down to Shavasana. Shoulders away from your ears. And you want to stack your feet up. Really you want your ankles and knees lined up together. If you can grab your toes, great, by the outside of your feet. That's great too. If you can't do that, no worries. You just grab a hold below the ankles, anywhere you can get. Some people have to just grab the back of their legs. Spine is grounding, shoulders down, tailbone reaching towards the ground. Feet are flexed, and you're pulling your knees down to the earth. Doesn't matter how far they get down, you just want to feel that stretch. Maybe you sway from side to side, but only if your low back is down. If it's up in the air, no swaying. Maybe you want to straighten both legs or straighten one at a time. Whatever feels right to you. You don't have to do any of this. If you're ready for Shavasana, you just go there. And as you are ready, it is time for Shavasana. Time always goes so fast in class. Release your legs long, let the feet fall out. Again, if you have low back issues, though, you can do what we did at the beginning. Feet parallel to the sides of the mat, knees fall in, whatever feels right to you. Sometimes I just do that for Shavasana, even if my low back's not bothering me. Arms alongside the body, palms face up, a gesture of receiving from the universe. Lift your heart, slide the shoulders further down. Long neck here, close your eyes. Let's take a big cleansing breath, big inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it out. Softly close the lips. Wiggle out any shimmies or anything that's keeping you from completely relaxing. No tension in your brow. Try to soften the space between your eyebrows, corners of your eyes. jaw, the tongue. Noticing all middle back, upper back, shoulders, backs of your arms, your hands, back of the head. As you completely soften the front side of the body, letting go, releasing, surrendering. No controlling the breath, it's back to natural. Just completely let go. If you have time at home, I would encourage you to stay in this Shavasana longer. You have things to do, you're ready to come out, you can start to deepen your breathing. Bring some movement to your fingers, your toes. Gentle turn of the head from side to side while you're supported. Give yourself a big body stretch. Reach your arms up over the head. Point the toes. Get nice and long from fingertips to toe tips. Knees into your chest. Give yourself lots of love for making it to the mat. Maybe sway a little bit on your back from side to side. And then you can either roll to one side to come up, you can roll on your spine as always. Try to keep your eyes closed as much as you can, making your way up to any comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, taking time to pause and notice how you feel. If there's any difference from when you started. Soft shoulders, lifted heart. Big inhale, reach your arms up over the head. Exhale, hands at heart center. Thumbs into the sternum. Noticing the calmness of the heart, mind, and body. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Take a big inhale, lift the heart a little higher. And on your exhale, gently bow your head from my heart to yours. Namaste. Namaste. Hope to see you again next Tuesday or Friday at 7 a.m. is another option. Of course, you can always replay these. You can always skip past any part that's not working out for you or for whatever amount of time you have. Hope you have a great evening. See you soon.